island Kaya. Sweet, sweet, sweet Dominica, I will love you forever. Sweet, sweet, sweet Dominica, you will always be my lover. Where is the earth where the Caribs are birth? Whitey Kubuli is the original turf. That's what it was called before Columbus emerged. Sugar cane, the cocoa, butter, milk and honey. That's what we ate, that's why we're strong and healthy. Sweet, sweet, sweet Dominica, I will love you forever. Sweet, sweet, sweet Dominica.
DBS News. Fresh in the morning. Eye-opening and balanced. The DBS Morning News starts right now.
This morning's headlines: the issuance of birth certificates in Dominica has been fully restored. The Caribbean Examination Council announces reforms to its school-based assessment SBA framework. And New Zealand takes 2-1 lead in one-day series with the West Indies. Details of the morning news right after this.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica. And yes, we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. Call us at 255-6810 or 316-0164 or drop by our Jimmy location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc. The biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
Bundle and watch $98 flow back into your pocket. It's simple. Just add mobile to broadband and save big with Flow. Get fiber fast Wi-Fi at home and all the data you need on the go. We've got you covered everywhere. So what are you waiting for? It's connection times 2 and up to $98 in savings for you. Add mobile to broadband today and take your connection to the next level. Visit in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
DBS News.
Welcome back to the DBS Major Morning News. The news this morning brought to listeners through the kind compliments of Fine Foods Inc., Petro Caribe, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited, and Flow Dominica. My name is Curtis Matthew. Here now is our lead story. The issuance of birth certificates in Dominica has been fully restored. The process encountered difficulties in April this year. The acting registrar of the High Court and Civil Registry is Nuraya Sebastian.
Sometime in April this year, a cabinet decision was taken to issue free birth certificates. As a consequence, we got an influx of requests coming in. I think that contributed to the limited supply of certificates for printing, but this has been rectified. We are trying to deal with the backlog because we were unable to deal with the demand at the time, but the situation is rectified. So we are dealing with a bit of a backlog plus new applications that are being made currently.
And that's the acting registrar of the High Court and Civil Registry, Nuraya Sebastian. Meanwhile, Minister for National Security Rayburn Blackmore says there are moves to decentralize certain services in Dominica. He says services such as the issuance of birth certificates and driver's license will be taken to some communities around the island.
One of the things that we will be doing, I know we have started the process of doing the assessment of decentralizing the issuance of this vital event certificate. I do not believe in 2026 people have to come to the city just to pick up a birth certificate all the way from Toronto, Castlebrooks area, and Sydney to come right down to Roseau to pick up, to get a birth certificate. And sometimes the person's passage money costs more than the actual fee for the birth certificate. The person would have spent an entire day just to get that. We have seen, since the issuance of driver's licenses have begun in Portsmouth, in the first couple of months first 2 months, we had over 800 and something people received the cards in Portsmouth. And those are people who, under normal circumstances, would have had to traverse through the Portsmouth, Collywood, Kudiby Street, Salisbury, St. Joe, Taro, Mao, Massac, Kingsfield, Focolwe, Glasgow area before you get into Roseau. The number of villages and hamlets you have to pass. So, and then people will be more inclined to pay their driver's license or to renew their driver's licenses, or to be less inclined to drive illegally on the road. And I think that in itself should provide some kind of template for us moving forward for the other certificates that we need to issue.
And that's the Minister responsible for National Security, Rayburn Blackmore. Mr. Blackmore and the Acting Registrar of the High Court and Civil Registry, Nuraya Sebastian, spoke on the Ministry of Legal Affairs program on DBS Radio last night. Other news this morning, the Vice President of JCI West Indies, Therese Mills, has arrived in Dominica on an official visit. She says the JCI West Indies No Violence and In Business campaigns will be high on her agenda in Dominica this week.
So I'm here on my official visit to Dominica, where I'll be engaging with the members, stakeholders, government officials, and just spread the word about JCI and connect with the members and all the stakeholders in Dominica, and hope that they too could join the movement of JCI and what we do. Specifically, JCI West Indies is focusing on two specific initiatives this year that is mandated by JCI International. What you will see is different workshops that is focusing on business initiatives to help persons who are interested in starting their own business, persons who just need that extra boost. That is something that we're focusing on. Also, we're focusing on the No Violence campaign. Across the region, we would have realized that crime is on the rise, and of course, JCI West Indies is trying to take the stance where we're saying no to violence and finding different ways in which persons can partner so that we too could contribute to the overall goal of the specific country that we're going to. My view is, if any at all, I think JCI is more than needed now than ever, simply because the government cannot do things alone. It takes NGOs like JCI, we have Rotary and other NGOs who are providing that positive avenue for young people to get involved, whether it be through charity, whether it be through leadership, and of course find spaces within their respective communities so they too could be a part of the voice for different initiatives that require us young people to take a stance. I am really pleading to persons who are between the ages of 18 to 40, if you're hearing the sound of my voice, if you're interested in being a part of a young people network, of course, join JCI Dominica, or wherever you are, find a JCs near you, and of course, join the movement.
And that's the Vice President of JCI West Indies, Therese Mills. Meanwhile, President of JCI Dominica, Shanika Bogart, says the visit to Dominica of the JCI West Indies Vice President is timely.
We are elated to have her here with us, to stand with us and show how strong JCI is within the JCI West Indies. She is part of the West Indies board, and having her here gives us a momentum for the new JCs that is coming in, have them see how far they can reach whenever they join this local organization. They can reach as far as JCI West Indies and also become president of the global JCI. As long as they put their foot forward and stay positive, they can reach thus far. So far, we have completed a few of our projects, and we do have some ongoing projects. One will be held on Saturday. So Saturday morning, we plan to go to the China Friendship Hospital to deal with our sustainable agriculture aspect. And our project is to ensure that the plants that we've planted, they are alive and doing well, and if not, to uproot them and plant new ones. So that's scheduled for Saturday. Then for the rest of the year, we have quite a few other projects that we need to complete, one of them being Future Fest.
And that's the president of JCI Dominica, Shanika Bogart. 4 Nigerian nationals have made history as the inaugural graduates of Dominica's St. Joseph University School of Medicine. The university, which began operation in 2022, celebrated its first ever cohort of medical doctors at a graduation ceremony this week. Calvia Timothy, the university's marketing manager, hailed the event as a historic milestone for the institution.
Today, I think we can successfully boast about being able to graduate 4 students from our medical university, and that's a huge success for us locally. They are now medical doctors, and they're now moving on to sit the licensing exams, which would then allow them to open their own practices and become medical doctors wherever they choose to around the world. So all the students would have completed a 4-year program here enrolled at the St. Joseph University. The 4 would have graduated. They're all Nigerian, but the good thing that we have is we do have a lot of Dominicans who are still currently enrolled within the program here, and we're really excited about that.
And that's the marketing manager at St. Joseph University, Calvia Timothy. Other news this morning, Dominica Labour Party candidate for the Roseau North by-election, Ashma McDougall, has called on Dominicans to participate in the voter confirmations exercise underway in Dominica. She told DBS News that her campaign for the Roseau North seat has been successful. McDougall says she's encouraged by the support of constituents of Roseau North.
Every time I walk through a different house and I walk through a different community, I feel so grateful because I am so warmly welcomed by people. The conversations that I've had and the trust that the constituents have shown through this campaign, it's just really encouraging. Every visit that I have, every discussion that I have, every shared idea, it has really strengthened my belief in the potential of the Roseau North constituency. And as we approach the by-election, I want to encourage every eligible voter to take the important step of confirming their registration and ensuring that they are ready to vote, because your vote is your voice, and your voice has the power to shape the future of our Roseau North constituency and the communities within our constituency. And then as well, obviously on election day, I'm going to ask you to come out and to vote, not just for a candidate, but to vote for the kind of representation that you want and the kind of representation that will drive Roseau North forward. Vote for leadership that listens, vote for values, vote for someone that you will have the confidence in driving Roseau North forward. This campaign has never been about, to me, it has never been about persons. So I don't find myself lost in listening to insults or throwing jabs back at individuals. Really, this campaign is about the community and the constituency, and for me, more importantly, a shared vision about the collective future of Roseau North.
And that's the Dominica Labour Party candidate for the Roseau North by-election, Ashma McDougall. Meanwhile, United Workers' Party candidate Danny Lugay says one of the pillars of his manifesto is the construction of a tourist reception center at the former public works site on Goodwill Road.
So that site in particular I'm talking about, we will reclaim that site, the United Workers' Party, to set up a tourist reception center where on the bottom floor will be the permanent home for vendors. In the upper floors would be a place for local businesses only. Persons who sell coconut water, local juices, ladies who do fingernails, beauticians, artisans, artists, craft shop, local restaurants where you could be guaranteed to get the catch of the day every day of the week. On Wednesday night and a Friday night, they would transform into a festive atmosphere, something in the concept of Gozile, but different, where you would have live bands playing soft music. You could bring your family there, you could interact with tourists, you could shop in the malls, there will be malls, but local. There could be local pharmacies there. So it will be a complete hub. And also there will be like buses would come pick up the tourists, take them to the tours and bring them back. So it will be a place, it's large enough, I think it's about 2.5 acres to accommodate parking and everything.
And that's the United Workers' Party candidate for the Roseau North by-election, Danny Lugay. Well, a date for the by-election has not been announced. In news from the region this morning, the Caribbean Examination Council has announced reforms to its school-based assessment SBA framework, which it says aims to strengthen assessment integrity across the Caribbean Advanced Proficiency Examinations CAPE and Caribbean Secondary School Education Certificate CSEC exams. CXC said this week this is in response to the rapid rise of generative AI and other technological innovations. CXC Registrar and CEO Dr. Wayne Wesley, in a press statement on Thursday, pointed out that the move is not intended to resist the use of generative AI in the learning process, but rather to safeguard the integrity of the assessment process as learners and the regional education system continues to adjust to the scale of the impact of AI on Caribbean education. Well, that development, we will bring you a national focus on what the CXC has announced. We'll bring that to you in another newscast. That too is a look at the DBS Morning News, the sports report, right after this.
And the results for the best evaporated milk is in. Distinction evaporated milk is 100% pure milk. Distinction milk is a fantastic source of calcium, protein, and essential source of vitamins A and D and other nutrients. The great news is that Distinction milk has no added ingredients and no preservatives. Always fresh, always pure, always rich. Now available in 2 sizes, 170 grams and 410 grams. Distinction evaporated milk is perfect for the family to enjoy no matter how you choose to serve it. Distinction milk is always wholesome and always nutritious. For healthy bones and better immune system, choose Distinction evaporated milk. Distributed by Fine Foods and available island-wide.
Petro Caribe. Tank installation is part of our mission. Excellent client support is what we got. Contribution to development of Dominica. Supply of LPG at an affordable rate. Let's go. Petro Caribe straight. No time to waste. So come on everyone with me to Petro Caribe. 250 gallon propane tank. 420 pound propane tank. 100 pound LPG cylinder. Petro Caribe. 20 pound fiberglass cylinder. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe. Petro Caribe.
Since 1910, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited has proudly served Dominica, offering a wide variety of products and services in shipping, logistics, insurance, travel, retail, and wholesale. We are committed to serve you. Contact us today at 767-255-1100 or visit us at our main office on Old Street, Roseau. From humble beginnings to proud achievements, HHV Whitchurch and Company Limited.
And you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So FastPay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So FastPay, so FastPay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
Covering the nation and beyond, DBS Sports Report.
Rudolph Thomas Enterprise in Portsmouth, your suppliers of building materials and hardware products. Over 20 years experience in the business. Rudolph Thomas has lumber and plywood, Portland and tile cement, steel rods, galvanized and fenced pipe. And Rudolph Thomas can meet all your wire needs. Galvanized roofing sheets, doors, windows, toilet sets, face basins, and bidets. PVC piping, fittings, and lattice. Check out Rudolph Thomas for ceramic and vinyl floor and wall tiles, nails, nuts and bolts, paint and painting supplies. And check out their line of electrical and hand tools. And Rudolph Thomas is your one-stop shop for hard-to-find items like fiberglass mat and fiberglass resin and welding rods. Go now to Rudolph Thomas on 1240 Bay Street in Portsmouth.
Urgent. Your bank account will be suspended. Click here now to verify your information.
Stop! That could be a scam. Cyber criminals use fake emails and text messages to trick you into clicking dangerous links and sharing personal information. The National Bank of Dominica Limited encourages you to stay alert online. Remember these cyber safety tips. Check the sender carefully for strange email addresses or spelling errors. Never rush to respond to urgent payment or verification requests. And block and report suspicious messages immediately. If you're uncertain about a message claiming to be from the National Bank of Dominica Limited, contact us directly by calling customer support at 255-2300 via email at customersupport@nbd.dm or visit at any one of our 4 branches in Roseau, Canefield, or Portsmouth. Don't take the bait. Think before you click.
Think before you click.
Let's begin the DBS Morning Sports Report with cricket news. New Zealand have taken a 2-1 lead in the 5-match one-day international series with the West Indies. New Zealand won the third one-day by 6 wickets in Guyana last night. The West Indies batted first. They were bowled out for 140. Casey Carty made 48. Shimron Hetmeyer and Akim Ogis scored 26 runs each. Jaden Lennox was the chief wicket taker for New Zealand with 4 for 52. In response, New Zealand coasted to 141 for 4 in 39.3 overs. Tom Latham scored 31 not out. Dean Foxcroft 22 not out. Daryl Mitchell 28. Vital Laws was again the best bowler for the West Indies in the low-scoring affair. He had 3 for 39. The wind is going down by 6 wickets. The West Indies captain, Shea Hope, said his team needs to find ways to score in challenging conditions.
It's always challenging batting first here in Guyana, but I'm not being a good captain winning the toss, but somehow we still have to find ways of scoring in tough conditions. I still feel like they bowl really well, but we still need to find ways to score in these challenging conditions. Having said that, we need to leave these 2 games here in Guyana. We're going to a different country, different conditions. So it's about finding ways to perform in those conditions when we get there. So it's about trying to get in strong positions and finding ways to score when they bowl those good balls. But it's one of those ones you also need a little bit of luck, something that we maybe didn't have as a batting group in these last 2 games. I could say this is the complete opposite for the New Zealanders because they had a lot of close chances there, close calls. But yeah, it's always going to be challenging playing in these conditions. But when we find ourselves in these conditions, we got to find a way to be better.
And that's the West Indies captain, Shea Hope. Meanwhile, Jaden Lennox was named man of the match for a 2nd consecutive game.
Yeah, I suppose it's pleasing, but I certainly don't play the game for personal awards. So to go 2-1 up is obviously pleasing. That's what we're here for. We're here to go home with a series win. So to go a step closer to that's obviously very pleasing.
Tell us a little bit about your thought processes, not giving too much away, obviously. 9 out of the 10 wickets that you've taken have come either bowl or LBW. What are you thinking when you bowl in conditions like this?
There's obviously no secret to it. It's keep the stumps in play. Let the pitch do what it does. Obviously, we can't control that. If we put the ball in the right area, we're going to get some reward. So the key for the bowling unit at the moment is, it's pretty simple. Keep the stumps in play and let the pitch do what it does for us.
And that's the man of the match in the 3rd one-day international in Guyana, New Zealand's Jaden Lennox. The one-day series shifts to Barbados for the remaining matches. The next match is on Sunday. Let's stay with cricket news. Joe Root's classy unbeaten 99 helped England level the one-day series with India in Cardiff on Thursday. India posted 233 for 6, with Iyer getting 66, Virat Kohli 65, Archer took 3 for 47 for England, while England made 235 for 6 off the back of Root's 99 not out to win by 4 wickets. Well, the next one-day is on Sunday. Dominica has named a 74-member contingent to compete at the 2026 Windward Island School Games, which will be held in St. Lucia from July 25th to the 1st of August. The team comprises 62 athletes, 34 boys and 28 girls, and 12 officials, and will compete in track and field, boys and girls basketball, boys and girls volleyball, football and netball. The Windward Island Secondary School Games, one of the region's oldest sporting competitions, with a history spanning more than 104 years, will see athletes from across the Windward Islands vying for top honors. Dominica heads into this year's games looking to build on an impressive showing in 2025 when the country finished 2nd overall behind Grenada. The team captured the boys' volleyball title, finished runners-up in girls' basketball and girls' volleyball, and secured 3rd-place finishes in boys' basketball, track and field, netball, and football. Team Dominica is scheduled to depart the island on Friday, July 24, and will return on Sunday, August 2nd. Let's bring you some more track and field news. Several records fell on the opening day of the Dominica Athletics Association's National Juvenile Championships at Benjamin's Park in Portsmouth on Thursday. Here is Walson Paquette, the competition's director and vice president of the Dominica Athletic Association.
Let's look at the under 7 category. There we had in the 200-meter boys a new record of 50.2 seconds set by O'Malley Moses of the Pioneers Athletics Club. In the girls 200 meters, we had a new record of 47.3 seconds set by Alideni Garcia Reyes of the Striders Athletics Club. In the under 9 categories, we had Tashira Edmond of the Pioneers Athletics Club setting new national juvenile records in the 60 meters and 200 meters with times of 9.3 and 36.9 respectively. In the under 11 category, for the girls 600 meters, we had a new record of 2 minutes 41.8 seconds set by Malaika Mari Carbon of the F1 Athletics Club. And in the boys 80 meter dash, we had a new record of 11.0 seconds set by Samuel Cornelius of the Aspirers Athletics Club. In the under 13 category, for the boys in the 80 meter dash, We had a new record of 11.0 seconds set by Ania Edwards of the Aspirers Athletics Club. He actually equaled that record. In the under-14 girls discus and under-14 girls cricket ball throw, Shanella Benjamin dominated from the Westmore Rangers Athletics Club, setting new records of 17.16 meters and 44.65 meters respectively for those events. In the under-15 category, Cadella Victor, one of our character athletes, set and equaled national juvenile records in the 100 and 200 meters respectively. In the 100, she equaled a time of 12.7, and in the 200, she set a new record, national juvenile record that is, of 26.9 seconds. In the under 15 boys, 1200 meters, a new record of 4 minutes 16.5 seconds was set by Reynold Frank of the Aspirers Athletics Club. In the under 15 boys long jump, Daniel Thomas dominated and set a new juvenile record with a jump of 5.51 meters. And finally, in the boys 200 meters, Daniel also showed his dominance, running a blistering time of 23.7 seconds, setting a new juvenile record.
And that's the competitions director, Walson Paquette. Finally, some tennis news. The Dominica Tennis Association says it is encouraged by the strong turnout and growing interest in its summer tennis program, which is now in its first week at the High Street tennis courts. Around 20 children, that should be 20 children between the ages of 6 and 13 have already enrolled in the program, with new participants continuing to sign up each day. Dominica Tennis Association President Dave Barron says the enthusiasm shown by the youngsters has been one of the highlights of the opening week.
Well, so far it's been interesting. We see even today we have two new kids come in, so we have kids coming in like every day and people calling and wanting to join. I think it's been good. We have a good mix of kids. We have from anywhere from 6 to 13. And they're enthusiastic because they keep coming back. Right now we have around 20 kids on the court that's practicing, and they keep enjoying it because they keep coming back every day, and I think it's a good thing for tennis.
And how has their response been, the kids' response? How has it been?
I think generally the kids are having fun. They're a little very ambitious. They want to start playing tennis, but we have to take it gradually. We have to start learning to hold a racket properly and bounce the ball properly and so on. So we're trying to incorporate that, but kids, they want to just start hitting the ball over the net. So we're trying to see how we can mix things up well enough for them so that they don't get bored, but at the same time they learn the basics. So we're working with them and they're enjoying it.
What about the parents though?
Oh, well, the parents have been very supportive. We have a few parents that stay with the kids and work with them as well. It helps us out, because it's just the two of us doing the coaching there. So the parents come and they follow our instructions, they follow our lead, and they get the kids to work on it. But you can see some of the kids also work at home, because you can tell from the development that they're getting some support from home as well.
And that's the president of the Dominica Table Tennis, in fact the Tennis Association, Dave Barron. Meanwhile, some of the participants say the program has been going well. Well, we'll bring you the voices of the children who are taking part in the summer tennis program on High Street at the tennis courts. Of course, that program goes on from Monday to Friday from 2 in the afternoon until 4. We will bring you the voices of the children in another sportscast. That too is a look at the DBS Major Morning News and Sports. Let's remind you, 11 this morning, we bring you an update of the DBS lunchtime news. That will be at 11. Another major package at 1:15. Of course, don't miss our great programming on DBS throughout the day. DBS is where you get the best programming in Dominica. Stay around with DBS until 11 o'clock this evening. On behalf of the News and Sports Departments and our link person, Ivona John Baptist Luge, Curtis Matthew saying good morning.
I've been doing good. I'm learning to do forehand, backhand, and hit the ball to the person. It's been going good. I've been having a lot of fun, learning a lot of new things, and it's been nice. just how to like handle the racket properly, you know, and getting more knowledge of the game and how to play it properly from our coaches.
I like tennis very much.
It's great. We are learning plenty of things and my partner is awesome.
The tennis program has been very educational in various things.
Tennis program is exciting. It's good to learn something new every once in a while. And I've been learning new things. It's also helping me build my strength a lot, and it's also a very good exercise.
Some of the participants of the summer tennis program, very interesting program there, as we heard from Dave Barron, who is the president of the Dominica Tennis Association. About 20 children between the ages of 6 and 13 have already enrolled in the program.